How's it going, everybody? Chris Cards back through the mail Monday. 6 returns for you today, including our first one back from San Antonio, Texas. We got a Betty White stamp on here, which I just started using, which means this was a fairly recent send-off, and we got a note back. Money for local bro in town for first responders, or respond Lee's military. Thank you, Jay. And we're going to have Mariners legend Jay Buhner back on a 90 Topps card with a dinged-up corner, unfortunately. 89 Upper Deck card looks nice and clean, though. 89 Upper Deck for the set, inscribed with M's Hall of Fame. That's right. Famously drafted in 1984 by the Pirates, traded to the Yankees, and, of course, only got into 32 games for the Yankees before George Steinbrenner, in all of his infinite wisdom, traded him to the Seattle Mariners for Ken Phelps. 96 All-Star, 96 Gold Glove Award winner, and of course, hit over 30 home runs last year, drove in 100 runs, and has a cannon for an arm. Retired after the 2001 season, after the Mariners won a record 116 games. I think he's currently a studio analyst for the Mariners. He's definitely doing something in TV right now, so awesome return, $5 a card. And he has not signed very much over the years, so he is probably going to get hammered. He's either going to change his fee or give up on it altogether. So good luck with Jay Buhner. I wouldn't wait for him. I would get after it as soon as I can. But awesome first return here. Great to get another card signed for my 89 Upper Deck set, which, by the way, the 89 Upper Deck set update video was live on Friday. I'll link it at the end of this video if you want to check it out. Put 5 more cards in, including, of course, Hall of Famer and another checklist card. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's move on, my friends, to return number 2.
What the hell did you trade Jay Buhner for? He had 30 home runs and over 100 RBIs last year. He's got a rocket for an arm. You don't know what the hell you're doing.
Atlanta, Georgia for a return numero dos. And we have an unsigned index card, as usual. And we've got Vic Carell. Vic Carell here on a 75 Topps card, signed very nicely. Also signed a 74 Topps Braves team card, already signed by Sonny Jackson. Of course, he played in the big leagues for 8 years, spent 4 years with the Braves, 3 years with Cincinnati. Actually got his major league debut in a game for the Red Sox back in 1972. Went 2 for 4. Didn't see the field again at the big league level until 1974 with the Braves, mainly a backup for the Braves, backing up Johnny Oates. Vic Carell, nice to get that signed Braves team card back. Who should I send that off to next? Let me know in the comments down below. I've got one with Davey Johnson on it. I got a couple more Atlanta Braves team cards already kind of signed by a few others, but basically that one is a blank slate with Vic and Sonny Jackson on it, so I'm looking for a few more ideas who to send it off to next. A very high percentage return just because I don't want to lose that nice 74 Topps team card. Anyway, there you guys go. There's Vic Carell's information. A nice return from him, of course. Moving on, my friends, to return number 3. All right, gang, the excitement continues with our third return from Santa Barbara, California. Let's tear into this and see who we've got. So far, we've got a Vic Carell, we've got a Jay Buhner, and let's see what we can do for return number 3. We've got an 87 Topps card signed, hopefully, by Marcel Latchman. Marcel Latchman, already signed by Mike Witt, 71 Topps Marcel Latchman. Of course, a completed 1987 Topps Angels Leaders card. Marcel, Mike Witt, and Bob Boone. Bob Boone, who I got TTM. Mike Witt, who I got private. And this is a Tiffany card with a little bit of a smudged Mike Witt signature. I guess that's just a risky take with some of these cards. Should have just went with the normal plain non-Tiffany version, which you see on the far right, which came out great. No smudging, and very happy to get that completed. Bob Boone, got lucky with him. He is pretty much not signing right now. Hasn't signed for a couple years. A lot of return to senders. I'm not even sure there's a good address for him right now. So, but Bob Boone, I need a private signing for him so I can get that card completed. Marcel Latchman, of course, played. He was a pitcher in the bigs from 69, 70 to 71, played for the A's. Spent most of his time as a coach in the big leagues, mostly with the Angels there. As you see, he was a pitching coach in 87 when that photo was taken. And actually managed the Angels for a couple years in the mid-90s. So there you guys go. Awesome return from Marcel Latchman. There's information. Nice to get this finished. Moving on, my friends, to return number 4. All right, gang, next return is going to be from the great state of Florida. Miami, Florida to be exact. And we have Ruben Sierra. Ruben Sierra on an 89 Upper Deck Rangers checklist. Very nice. Inscribed Rangers Hall of Fame. And we've got an 89 Upper Deck base card. Also signed 1989 Silver Slugger. Nice return from Ruben Sierra. $10 a card. $5 for the inscription. And that's kind of how I do my inscriptions. You can see it right there along with the post-it notes so they don't kind of forget about it. Some people mentioned in comments that they did put it within the letter. Especially when I'm paying for it, I'm definitely going to make it obvious and hopefully they don't miss it. So he did not miss it. $5 for the inscriptions, $15 a card. I think that was well worth it. These cards came out great. As I've got some more focusing issues going on here with my camera. I got to figure this out. I think there must be some sort of setting that's kind of gone awry. I need to look into that before I do the next video. But neither here nor there. That's 20 years in the big leagues for Texas Ranger legend Ruben Sierra. Of course, spent 10 of those years in the bigs, 10 of his 20 years with the Rangers, 5 with the Yankees, 4 with Oakland, and then he spent 1 year each with 6 other teams. Can you guys name any of those teams without looking it up? I can't. I can't think of any. But there you guys go. Texas Rangers. There you guys go. I could not find the send-off. This was another send-off, though. I sent him these cards previously. If you wonder why I didn't get an all-star inscription or anything else, it's because I already kind of asked for it on this return. But nice return from Ruben Sierra. I sent him 2 cards off. I didn't want to send more than 2 cards and a bunch of money, so that's why I kind of broke it up into 2 different send-offs. Could not find the photo of the before picture. Maybe I missed it. That kind of stinks. Maybe I was preoccupied with the post-it notes and I forgot to take the picture, but neither, hate doing that, but it doesn't matter. That's his information. $10 a card, $5 if you want an inscription. Moving on, my friends, to return number 5. All right, friends, return number 5 is from Pittsburgh, PA, and we've got a Yogi Berra stamp on it, and I saved the Berra stamps and I saved the Hank Aaron stamps for when I send off to the stadium. So I know I get kind of more excited when I see these stamps because it might be someone current player. Not really sure when I sent this off. Could have been 4 years ago. Could have been, could have been earlier in spring training. I'm just not sure. So let's find out together who we have. We've got an unsigned index card that's bent in half. Hopefully the cards aren't bent in half. And nope, they look great. David Murphy, beautiful signature from David Murphy, first-round pick, 17th overall, back in 2003 of the Red Sox. Spent most of his 10-year career with the Texas Rangers. In fact, 7 of the 10 years. Also spent some time, of course, with Boston, Cleveland, and the Angels. He now works for the Fox Sports Southwest, I do believe, working for the Rangers broadcast team, so that's why I sent it off to the Rangers Stadium. Yeah, broadcasters, current players, if I send off to the stadium, I definitely put a baseball stamp for the return. If I don't, it's a Betty White stamp or any of the other stamps I find cute when I go to the post office and buy stamps. So there you guys go. David Murphy, nice return from him. 2015 Topps Gold card signed there as well. Very nice looking cards there. And there's his information. David Murphy, of course, he was an outfielder, a lefty. Don't know too much about him. Certainly not in my wheelhouse when it comes to watching these guys play baseball. Of course, I'm a Mets guy, so I watch all the Met games. I did not play any of these teams very often. Anyway, guys, let's move on to our 6th and final return of the day. Final return of this week's Through the Mail Monday from Phoenix, Arizona. Only 6 returns this week, hopefully a few more next week. And we got Brett Butler on a 1995 Score Gold Rush card. God, I love getting those Gold Rush cards signed. They look great. And we've got 1 unsigned card. And there we got a Topps card. And, okay. Maybe he just signs 3. Maybe he forgot it. Who knows? Brett Butler, man, I'm not even sure when I sent this. I don't even remember sending Brett Butler. It's been so long. So, 1991 All-Star, Brett Butler, very good player. 290 career average in his 17 years. Spent most of that time with the Dodgers and the Indians. Also spent some time with the Giants, Braves, and the Metropolitans. Nice return from Brett Butler. Yeah, those Gold Rush cards are sweet. I guess I just like shiny cards. Maybe I'm just weird like that, but really like that Gold Rush. Always like getting those Gold Rush cards signed. So anyway, there you guys go. Brett Butler, an awesome signer. Used to be automatic, like he'd get back to you super quick. I think with the increase of through the mail requests that players are getting nowadays. I think he's taken a long time now. I think he's taken a year or so to get back to you. So it is what it is. He's almost he's 70 something. So I can't believe it. I remember watching him play, and he's almost 70, or he is 70. Maybe he's not 70 yet. I don't know. Maybe he's almost 70. I think he's 60, late 60s, 68, 69. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week's Through the Mail Monday. Put it in the books. Look at this week's haul. Very nice returns from everybody. David Murphy, Ruben Sierra, Marcel Latchman, Vic Carell, and, of course, Jay Buhner, which is probably my favorite, only because he's a tough one to get. And good to get Ruben Sierra back. I know the percentages of return are very small on him, but he's pretty much been automatic since he's been charging. So, of course, always a reminder to take those percentage, the return success I put on each return with a grain of salt. Some guys obviously just don't sign for a long period of time, and then they start signing everything, and, of course, their percentages are very low. So it's just kind of a barometer of who's automatic and who's not. Jay Buhner, I think, is pretty automatic right now. If you got $5 burning a hole in your pocket, one of his cards. I had one card I needed to sign, needed on upper deck, and then I had the 90 tops card. I looked for other Jay Buhner cards to get signed. I could have sent $4 and $20. I didn't want to be greedy about it. I want to just keep them happy for now. 2 cards, $10, and I wanted an inscription, which is why I didn't try to do 4 cards and $20. I'd rather have 2 cards signed with an inscription as opposed to 4 cards signed and no inscription. I didn't have too many Jay Buhner cards. I did not have his rookie card, which I think is a traded 88 tops traded, and did not have that. And 90 tops was kind of the coolest card I could find. I had a lot of like triple play cards and some really not great looking cards and not good cards to get signed. So went with the 90 tops. As you can see, corner came back a little scuffed up, but it is what it is. That is it for this week's Through the Mail Monday, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope everyone liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I do this every single week, every Monday. Would love to have you along for the ride, of course. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of this week's returns. Let me know what your favorite return is. I think Jay Buhner is my favorite. Also, rip to Cobra, Dave Parker. Dave Parker passed away, of course, Saturday, just a few hours ago as I'm filming this on Saturday. He was on Through the Mail Monday number 81 and Through the Mail Monday number 232. I got 5 cards signed by him. 74 tops, 84, 87 tops, and 89 all base cards. He's in every one of my sets I'm chasing. I did not work on any of the 84 tops leaders cards. I think he's got a card with Madlack and a few other guys as well. So he was about 20. I think he was about $20 a piece, and then he was $40 a piece, and then I really slowed down on working on that. I knew I had the base cards done, but I did not have any of the. I think he's on another card with Pete Rose, so he was on a few cards that I really couldn't get done, so I didn't really try that hard. I guess I should have tried a little harder, but that's neither here nor there. I don't think he had a successful return. I think he stopped signing probably in early January, maybe. He was probably, this is when things started going downhill for him, but 74 years young. Of course, had Parkinson's and battled that for a while. Still had a really nice signature. Bummer. Great player. Awesome player. So rip to Dave Parker. We lost another one. And what else? What else we got going on? I still need to make my card show video. That's next on my agenda. I still haven't opened up my packs from then yet, so I want to open those packs first and then make a video recapping the card show I went to a couple weeks ago. And that's about it, my friends. Not much more to say. I've already gone pretty far, pretty long in this video. Thanks, guys, for watching. As always, I will see you on Friday with, let's see, either 84 or 87 tops, one of those years, on Friday for a set update video, and hopefully before then, my card show video. It's Saturday. It's still daylight out. I got to get outside and mow the grass before it gets dark, and I'm going to come back inside and work on that video. Hopefully get it done this week. So that is it, my friends. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Oh, Keno was a good prospect, no question about it. But my baseball people love Ken Phelps' bat. They kept saying, Ken Phelps, Ken Phelps.
You don't know what the hell you're doing.